Welcome, this is Jennifer. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to show you how to make some fun and simple dimensional ornaments that hold little treats inside. Now this features the Hero Arts My Monthly Hero Kit for November, and I wanted to show you how you can use supplies you already have to stretch what you get out of products that you get that are new, like this kit. Here's a closer look at the kit. It comes with a large die plus several other small dies, so it's 13 dies in all. You also get the stamp set, some paper, and the other goodies that you see here. There are also some fun add-ons available that work really well with this, but I'm just going to use the kit pretty much today. So this is that large die. It creates like these diamond shaped paper ornaments, or you can put a gift inside. Now you could use these for like advent calendars. You could use these for gifts all year round. You can make ornaments. Many ways you can use them. I just wanted to show you one way today. It does come with this stamp set, but I'm actually not going to use it. You could incorporate that if you want, but I know that a lot of people are going to be showing ideas using all the pieces you see here. I wanted to show you how you could stretch these supplies, mix them up with things that you probably already have to get another look also. I really think that it is wise before making an investment in like a kit or some other products to think of many ways you can use them. So you could use these for the basic holiday treat packages or ornaments, but think about all year round what you can do with them. A lot you can do with this particular kit especially. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to make a Santa and a reindeer today, but you can make all different kinds of things with this. I'm going to start by die cutting this fold-up piece here from a few different colors of cardstock, including red for Santa and brown for my little reindeer. I think it'd be fun to do this from vellum so you can see inside the ornament, so that's another idea for you. I also die cut that same piece from some white felt and some red felt, and I just cut the triangles from it. I'm going to use these triangles for the beard and for the hat on our little Santa. Now at this point, if you wanted to use any other dies from the kit to create little windows on the side, you'd want to do that now, or if you wanted to stamp, whatever. That way you can have it all done before you assemble it. Well, what I'm going to do is decorate the triangle that you see here and the triangle above it to turn it into a Santa. I'm using strong double-sided tape to do this, and I want to cover this triangle here with some white felt to be Santa's beard. However, my white felt kind of shows the red cardstock through. So I'm going to glue down some white first, some white cardstock. So I die cut another one of the folding pieces from white cardstock, and I'm cutting out a triangle from that. You could totally skip this and glue the white felt down, or you could instead start with a white ornament, and then you won't have to worry about seeing through it. But this seemed to work just fine for me. So now I'm going to put adhesive on top of this white triangle and then put the white felt triangle. Now think about it, you could create all kinds of different things from this diamond shape ornament. You could do a bunny for Easter, you could do a leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day. You could create all different kinds of things from this. Now again, you can use the things that come in the kit for like the holiday season, but I wanted to show you how you could kind of stretch this and get something different. So I found some kind of flesh-colored cardstock that I've cut down, and I'm just going to put that right above the beard so that it looks like the little face that will peek out from behind the Santa hat. Again, you could have saved time by making your ornament itself white. Then you could just glue the white felt directly on it, and you could have just colored that little area like a flesh tone color. Now I have cut a triangle from red felt, and I'm actually going to cut the triangle a little bit shorter so that his hat is a little bit shorter and doesn't cover his face completely. I did want to mention, if you don't get this die to create this diamond shaped ornament, you can kind of create your own. You can do a Google search on creating triangle shaped ornaments and get two of them and glue them together, but I tell you, this die makes it very easy and allows you to hold something inside. Okay, so now I'm just cutting a strip of white felt that I'm going to glue to the base of his hat so it looks like the fluff around his hat above his eyes. And then I will use some Ranger Multi-Medium to adhere some Google eyes on top. For his nose, I'm actually using the little dot from that flesh-colored cardstock that the ornament die cuts. It cuts those little holes. So I just used that for his nose, and I'm going to color that with an R30 Copic marker and also put little cheeks on him with that same colored marker. So now it's time to go ahead and arrange our little ornament together here. It's very easy. You only need to put adhesive in one spot, and that's that little flap there. Be sure to use a strong adhesive. Then you're going to go ahead and reinforce all of the score lines that the die creates for you. Again, there's really no thinking that goes into this. So you just take that little adhesive covered flap and just fold the little ornament up, and now you have little triangles that all stick out towards the top and they meet together in the middle. Now you could put a little treat or a little message inside of here, or you could just use it as an ornament. I'm going to show you how to add the string to this a little bit later. I first want to show you that I like to reinforce the little holes to make sure that the paper doesn't tear when I add the string. So I just trace it with some glossy accents on the inside and I let that dry. That doesn't dry sticky, it just dries strong. So it just helps to add a little strength to it, but you don't have to do this if you don't want to. In fact, I didn't do it on the reindeer and it was just fine. While that dries, let's go ahead and create our reindeer. He's even faster to put together. So I have a piece of the brown cardstock. This is just a scrap. I'm folding it in half and cutting an ear shape. The reason I fold it in half is I'm able to create two ears that are perfectly sized the same. So I'll just cut down the middle here and they're ready to go. Now for the reindeer, I went ahead and assembled it into the three-dimensional shape before I added the embellishments, but it really doesn't matter which way you do it. So I'm reinforcing all of the score lines and then gluing the flap on. Now for the reindeer, I'm not going to do a whole lot to it. I wanted to show you how simple this can be. But remember, if you wanted to do any stamping or die cutting, you want to do that before you assemble the three-dimensional ornament. I'm putting a little bit of adhesive onto the ears, and I'm going to tuck them over, behind one of the flaps on our ornament. Keep in mind you could add felt to this or even stamp maybe a soft texture background stamp on it to give the look of texture if you wanted to, but I decided to keep this simple. I did use the Hero Art circle dies to die cut a felt nose from some red felt. I didn't have any pom-poms that were big enough, but I think that would be cute too. I am also adding some larger Google eyes. I always think the larger the Google eyes, the better. It just makes it look more playful. Be sure to use a strong adhesive to attach those. Okay, so to be honest with you, I really wanted to use brown pipe cleaners to create quick antlers, but I didn't have any, so I wanted to be resourceful. My friend Kathy Rakusin was over, and we thought it'd be fun to try to make antlers from a branch die cut. So this is a wreath branch die from past Hero Arts kit, and I just die cut two, and I held the two together, and I kind of gave it a haircut, so it became a simple looking antler piece. Now I'm cutting both at once, so I have two antlers that are the exact same, and this worked out really well, but I do think it would be fun to use pipe cleaners if you have them. If I use pipe cleaners, I would tuck them back by the ears and use just a dot of maybe like a hot glue gun. Instead, I'm using my little branch antlers and taping them on the inside just by the ears, keeping it very simple. It's fun to sometimes think outside of the box to figure out how you can use what you have on hand. I used that same kind of soft blush color Copic marker to add some color to his ears and to his cheeks. Now this is how I go about tying together the top. I just kind of loop through the 4 holes and then just tie it together into a simple bow. Now this allows the person to easily pull the bow apart and see what's inside. If you don't plan to make it so you open it, you could just do a double knot to secure this permanently. Now, I know that people are wondering what to put inside of these. You could put a little gift inside. What I plan to do is make many of these. I want to get my kids to help out with the rest of them. But inside, I'm going to put a simple little piece of typed paper rolled up with something different that our family can do for others during the holiday season. So I'll probably make 25 of these, so it gets us through the first part of December. And it's just something else fun to do to get in the holiday spirit. If you look here on the left, there are 2 other stamp sets that Hero Arts has available in addition to the kit. I'm going to use one of them to stamp the message Open Me, and I'm going to cut the top of that tag off and glue that to the side of our little ornament. You could have this hanging off. You could use that Open Me for a different gift if you want to, but I just thought I'd stick it on the side there so somebody knows that you can open this up to find something inside. I also am adding some red stickles onto that felt just to give it a little bit more sparkle. I also used my Spectrum Noir clear shimmer pen to kind of color over anywhere I use that Copic marker just to give it a little bit of shine. And you'll see my friend Kathy here helping me out with this video. She was over and we decided to do a little bit of coloring and creating. Again, I wanted to put a little white pom-pom at the top of the Santa hat, but I didn't have a pom-pom large enough, so I just die cut a white felt circle and glued that right over the area where I tied the little bow. So there you have two quick, fun and playful ornaments. I wanted to give a different spin to the Hero Arts kit this month. I encourage you to check out all the other blogs on the blog hop that there is today that show different ways to use this kit. You can always click on the links in my YouTube description below if you're interested in these products. Also, be sure to go over to my blog, and in the middle are 2 other videos that might be of interest to you. Thanks for taking the time to stop by, and we'll see you soon.